I never imagined that something as simple as my body would cause so much noise. I've always tried to stay grounded, to focus on what really matters, my health, my music, my fans. But lately, the comments have been hard to ignore. It started with a few people pointing out my weight fluctuations. Some called me fat, others said I looked sickly. It was everywhere, on Instagram, Twitter, and even the gossip sites. They didn't know what was really going on. No one did. What people didn't realize is that I've been battling lupus for years. My body is constantly changing. Some days, I wake up and feel like myself. Other days, I don't even recognize the person in the mirror. It's hard, and it hurts, but I keep going. The medication I'm on, the treatments, it all takes a toll. One night, after scrolling through hundreds of nasty comments, I felt this darkness creeping in. It was like the walls were closing in, and I couldn't breathe. My chest felt tight, and my hands were shaking. I wanted to disappear. But then I thought about the people who've supported me through everything, my real fans, the ones who see beyond the surface. I thought about how many others are going through their own struggles, feeling alone, judged, or shamed for things they can't control. So, I decided to say something. I went live on Instagram that night, heart pounding in my chest. I told them the truth. I talked about my battle with lupus, the kidney transplant, and how the medications mess with my body. I said it wasn't fair that anyone should have to justify their appearance to strangers. But as I spoke, something strange happened. The lights in my room flickered. At first, I thought it was just a power glitch, but then my phone screen glitched too. The comments started flooding in, but they weren't the usual kind. They were off. She should have stayed quiet. She thinks this will stop us? Wait until you see what's coming. I froze, staring at the screen. It didn't feel like trolls. It felt personal, like someone or something was watching me. Listening. Suddenly, I heard a loud knock on the door. I wasn't expecting anyone. My heart raced as I stood up to check, but when I opened it, no one was there. Just a single piece of paper on the floor, with 3 words scrawled in red ink. We see you. I slammed the door shut, heart pounding in my chest. I rushed back to my phone, but the live stream had ended, and all the comments were gone. I don't know what happened that night or who left that note, but since then, I felt eyes on me. Not the eyes of strangers behind screens, but something darker. I've learned to live with it. I try to ignore the feeling of being watched, the knocks that come at odd hours, the flickering lights. But sometimes, late at night, I wonder, was it my illness that made me vulnerable, or was it something far worse? Something I can't explain? Either way, I've learned one thing: sometimes, the real monsters aren't the ones behind the screens. They're the ones standing right outside your door.